All right, folks, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to do hopefully going to be a quick video, or somewhat quick video, on my car lift. Kind of like a 3-year review, overview, or whatever. Some pros and cons. First off, of course, before I installed the lift or whatever, I had to install a high lift garage door system. I kind of fabricated it myself. I used the railing and system that I had already had, and I just built my wall out. You can go back and look at some videos on that. I did some videos on it. They were kind of confusing to some people, but other people seem to grasp it pretty well. You can go back. If you got any questions on those videos, you can go ahead and hit me up and let me know. Of course, installing the high lift system, I had to put a LiftMaster garage door opener on there. And that cost me a couple $100, but it was worth it. It got everything out of my way, out of the center of the garage. Problem I had with the LiftMaster is over time, it started walking its way off the torsion bar there, and had to go back and rebolt it. And I toyed with the idea of putting a brace against it in the wall, that way it wouldn't walk its way to the right. And before I did that, I went ahead and just rinsed those nuts down really good before I did that, and it hasn't walked off since. I think it walked off twice before, and it's been 2.5 years and it hasn't walked off again. But if it does it again, I'm gonna put a brace. Let me walk around here. I'm gonna put a brace up there and keep it from walking to the right. Yeah, put a brace right there against that wall. Okay, I installed this on like a 10.5-foot ceiling, and the negative part of that is I can't take the lift all the way up. I got my little marks here. This is what I normally lift it to, and then this is the highest I can lift it to safely as far as my clearance. And what does that do? I got 1, 2, 3 more slots that I can't use. I wouldn't use those anyway, folks. I wouldn't do it. I mean, this is as high as I would need to go. Because once I get it lifted at this height here, this is about 5.5 feet, because I'm 6 foot. So this is even with my eyes. Once I get it here, all I have to do is duck. Just barely duck my head, go up under the ramp or the rail, and then of course once I get up under there, the car's above my head. Got all the free space I want to work. The other negative is I had to run an extension cord. Make sure you get a good gauge extension cord. You don't want to burn this motor up over time. I chose to put my motor on, or this column here with the motor on it, at the far back corner of my garage. In hindsight, I think I would rather have it there. I just never moved it around. That's kind of a personal preference. The negative of having it here is if something was to happen, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in this corner. If this thing was to, I don't know, malfunction or something, or tip, I'm stuck in this corner. That's the negative. Where if I had it there, I could get out the way. Now, you know, the things I'm bringing up about the lift here, or the review I'm doing here, is all situational. It's, you know, based off being in a 2-car garage, you know, just, you know, a normal person's garage, not, you know, a workshop or something like that. So, the only negative I can think about the actual lift, and it's not a negative, it's not a knock on Danmar, but occasionally I'm having to adjust these cables. There's got 4 cables, 1 on each post. I'm having to adjust them. You can see where I've adjusted that one way up. That one's way up. This one's low, and this one's low. Occasionally I have to adjust them. You want all the locks to engage pretty much at the same time. And, you know, when you put this thing up and down enough, over time you'll hear one of them kind of click later than the other 3 or other 2 or something like that. So you have to try to adjust them. If I ever bolt it down, which this lift's designed to either be bolted down or put on casters and rolled around. I've chosen not to bolt this down. But if I ever bolted it down, then what I would do at the front here, because my garage slopes gradually down to the front, like maybe an inch and a half from front to back. So I would put I'll use this one as an example. I put a shim or a set of shims underneath the post to raise this end up here. The negative, and here, at least in this garage here, the negative, if I had to give a negative, is over time, lifting this thing and lowering it, lifting and lowering it, the lift will walk forward just a hair. And when I say over time, in 3 years of having this lift, I've only had to put it on these casters one time and move it back because it, got in the way of my sensors. So it doesn't move much, but the fact that it's not bolted down, it's able to move over time, walk its way forward. If I had to do it again, would I buy it again? Would I do it again? Yes, I would. When I moved here, the agreement my wife and I had was, I was giving up, basically I was giving up 6 car garage. I had a 2-car garage and I had a 4-car garage. So when I moved here, I was giving all that up to move here. And it was an agreement we made that I'd make sure if I was able to, if we found a house that, and that was what I was looking for in a house. I was looking for, make sure I had enough clearance that I would get a lift. Or we would move a place where I could build another garage and put it in the back. Of course, we're in an HOA, we can't do that. So, of course, I'd buy it again. The lift cost me right at $3 grand. Then, of course, I had to do the stuff with my high lift wheel, which wasn't expensive because I fabricated everything myself. Again, the lift master cost about $300. Yeah, I mean, I don't use this thing to do any major mechanical work. I use it for mainly detailing my cars, doing videos, and at the end of the day, it's something I wanted. I plan on, or I did plan on, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna do it now or not, but I plan on buying me another car. So I plan on having 2 cars. I'm thinking about getting a GT500 or a GT350. I'm not getting rid of this car. This car's paid for, it's my baby, and it's not going anywhere, so. And, having 2 cars, that was part of the reason for the lift. Having 2 cars, I didn't want to put them side by side. I wanted space to have my junk, have my cluttered garage that I have now, and still have my 2 cars in the garage that are protected, So, if you got any questions about the lift, I've had some questions about the lift as far as being able to fit things in here. Again, once this thing's at the highest I can go with this car, I still got about 5 feet of clearance between this bottom rail here and the floor. So, I mean, I could easily fit another car in here, another Mustang, because you're talking about even right here on the lift itself, the Mustang's only about at my chest high. It's at chest high for me. So I still got enough room. Now, if I wanted to put a truck in here or something like that, I couldn't do it. Now I could do it on the lift here, but I could, like the FJ, I couldn't put the FJ in here with the Mustang in here, so. All right, guys, well, I know it's been a while since I threw out a video. I've been wanting to do this video for a while, and I figured today would be a good day. I was out here messing around with my stuff here, my lawnmower, and just figured, hey, throw you guys out some content. If you would, smash the like button, guys. Comment on the video. Got a question, ask it. I'll try to be as honest as I can. I really don't have anything bad to say about the lift. The other drawback, being in a small garage, or say just a normal garage, I think this is like a 19 by 21 or something like that, is it's, I don't have I don't have a lot of places I can move the lift to without getting in the way, getting in at the house. Where I have it is the best place. Again, I toying with the idea of moving that to there. And so if I want to turn it around, it's tight in here to turn it around, but I can do it. All right, again, and of course my little Ryobi lawnmower is doing great. I might knock out another video here in the next couple of days with that. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let me know if you got any questions about this. You know, ask me questions about any of this, guys. About the lift, about the high lift, I'll do my best to answer any of those. Go back and look at some other videos, and if you're confused about any of that, let me know. All right, folks, thanks, and I'll see you again.